right, we're setting up a Facebook Live for the people who can't come because we have a lot of parents that have soccer games, things like that. So we got to get them this info as well. So wait for it to get started.
All right, awesome. Share my screen. Get started. All right, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Cool. So I want to start this one off just a little bit differently. I want to hear some victories from this week. Feel free, unmute yourself. I want to hear some victories from this week. What we got? Not everybody all at once. All right, Matt, what do you got? Victory this week.
Broke my plateau level of weight. Finally starting to drop weight again. Starting to get definition.
Yeah. Who else? Jessica, you got something? Jessica Jennings? Did you have a win this week?
Yeah, I had a hiccup the week before and had gained back a little bit of the weight I lost, and so I was able to get back off again and get back to it. So
Awesome. I know Shannon had a big win this week.
Not really.
Really? It's not what Trandy said.
Well, I'm being modest, I guess.
Over 20 pounds lost already?
Yep. I'm there.
Awesome. All right, and then tell me also, like, what were you? Did anyone have any challenges this week? Some challenges that we faced this week. Anyone have any challenges they faced during this last week?
Not really.
Matt, anything?
Time. Time has been my biggest challenge this past week. I've been getting my work-ins in late at night just because I want to get them in. I didn't even get my work in until midnight last night and didn't get done until like 1 a.m. But I know I didn't have to be up too early today, so.
Making it happen, man. I get the same 24 hours in a day. You did it anyway. All right, awesome. Now we are going to get this thing rocking here. Got good for you guys today. Appreciate you guys sharing that. All right, so the 5 cures for fear. Talk about those today. So just recapping, fear is the #1 thing that holds us back. Fear prevents us from taking action. Fears can leave us feeling paralyzed to move forward in our lives. So what happens when we let fear run our lives? It can have a significant and long-term impact. We may end up giving up our dreams because we won't even consider them possible to achieve. And it's easy to forget just how capable we actually are, that we can leverage the techniques and strategies that we're learning now to move us forward towards our dreams and goals. So just to recap on this as well, we are only born with 2 fears. It's the fear of falling, fear of loud noises. The rest we create. We create the fear of judgment, the fear of the unfamiliar, fear of failure. We create that. So how do we put an end to this? Let's talk about the 5 cures for fear so we can embrace the discomfort and know we're growing into the person that's capable of achieving our dreams. All right, so the 5 cures for fear overview. 1 is going to be taking intelligent action. 2, building confidence by surviving small risks. 3, spending 95% of our time on the solution and only 5% on the actual problem. 4, evaluating the meanings that you're giving to disempowering words. And then 5, obsessing about your dreams and goals. So the first one, taking action. Taking one small step. What happens when you take intelligent action? What happens when you move forward? You stop having time for the fear. You won't have time for all the stories that are running through your mind that aren't serving you. Only when we're just sitting there and dwelling on the problem do you have the time to tell yourself all these worst case scenario stories. But again, they are just stories. So taking action helps you get moving. There's so much information, so many thoughts, so many worries. By just taking a tiny action helps us break out of the procrastination and feeling stuck. All you have to do is get started. So pushing through the first few minutes of resistance sometimes can be all you need. Action is empowering. So the second one, building confidence. So build confidence by surviving small risk regularly. The more confidence you gain by surviving small risk, the greater the confidence is going to grow.
People can't hear.
Can you guys hear me? You guys hear me okay?
Better. It's better.
Okay. All right, so the more confidence you gain by surviving these small risks, the greater your confidence is going to grow, and the more you'll believe in your capabilities to accomplish more. So you prove to yourself and your subconscious mind that you will survive and that it's okay to step out of your comfort zone. It's okay to ask for help sometimes. Some examples of building confidence. So getting out of your comfort zone and signing up for coaching. Probably every single one of you was fearful a little bit, nervous in doing that. Asking your coach for help or advice. Sometimes you know you need help, you know you need some advice, but we don't do it out of fear. Ask for it. Trying a challenging workout. Sometimes we can be fearful of that. Having a difficult conversation with a friend, coworker, spouse. Sitting down to actually plan your week out. Those are all little things that we can do to build confidence. And then the third one, spending 95% of the time on the solution. We focus too much on the problem, and focusing on the problem does not help. When you encounter a problem, your first assignment is going to be to come up with 3 solutions immediately. When there's a problem, coming up with 3 solutions immediately. And they don't even have to be good solutions. The purpose is to get your mind away from dwelling on the problem and instead focusing on possible solutions. Because where our focus goes, energy flows. So brainstorm, get out a pen and paper and write out potential solutions to the problem. That's going to stop your mind from going down the dark rabbit hole of doom and worst case scenario stories and thoughts. Just get it down on paper. Start writing out some potential solutions. They don't even have to make sense. Just start writing them out. The fourth thing is reevaluate your meanings that you're giving to words. So what does it mean to you? What does fear mean to you? What does anxiety mean to you? What does failure mean to you? What does being stuck mean to you? What does discomfort mean to you? What do you tell yourself when you encounter one of these emotions? Is it, I'm never going to get out, I'm stuck here forever? Or is it, why does this always happen to me? Why does this keep happening to me? What happens when we use language like that? Again, what we focus on, we bring more of into our life. So we give those words specific meanings. So how can you give being stuck or one of those other words a new meaning? So when we're facing fear and discomfort, we're growing. That's how you get better. That's how you get stronger. That's how you grow. So how can you get better at tying the meaning of your purpose and your goals to your fear? How can we improve that? So some examples of giving our fear or discomfort new meaning. whenever you're in a situation where you're overwhelmed, to think, okay, cool. This means I'm just right on the other side of a breakthrough. So again, whenever anyone here signed up for the program, you probably felt overwhelmed and nervous a little bit. You stepped forward and you did it anyway. And now you guys are all on a path of growth and becoming the best version of yourself. So challenge yourself to chase fear and discomfort every day and stop and think, what does this mean? And I'm right on the other side of a breakthrough. Anytime, again, you're feeling overwhelmed, to challenge yourself to thinking that. So an example is there's an author, Ryan Holiday, wrote a lot of New York Times bestsellers. And for a lot of writers, you hear about writer's block and that being a big thing for them that holds them up. Yet for Ryan, he turned that around to he loves it when he gets writer's block, because he knows for him, on the other side of that writer's block is a New York Times bestseller. So he gets excited when he hits writer's block. So how can you reframe your situation to get excited about this challenge and opportunity that you're facing now? And then the fifth thing is obsess about your dreams. The more you can work towards having clarity and direction about your next level goal, about the affirmations you're going to say to reinforce it, visualizing what it is that you want, what it's going to look like, what it's going to feel like, how your life's going to be different. The more senses and the more clearly you can see what you want, the more likely you're going to get there and get there faster. So write about these things, journal about it, talk to other people that you aspire to be like, people that are supportive of your vision, people that will challenge you, that will lift you up, not break you down. Share it with those people. Make a vision board. Obsess about your dreams. Obsess about what you want for yourself. And remember that all decisions come from one of two places. They either come from a place of fear or they come from a place of purpose. So it's asking yourself, am I making this decision from fear or from purpose? So again, just recapping 5 cures for fear. 1, taking intelligent action. 2, building confidence by surviving small risks. 3, only 5% focus on the problem, 95% focus on the solution. Evaluate your meanings of fear, anxiety, being stuck, discomfort. Obsess about your dreams and goals. So chasing the fear, what does that look like? So sometimes, if we're stuck in our weight loss journey, instead of focusing on being stuck, oh man, why can't I break through? Just know, like, okay, I'm doing all the things that I need to do to be successful. I'm right on the other side of a breakthrough here. So being frustrated when falling off a plan in a new environment means you're practicing how to get better, that you'll be better in the same situation next time. Your joy is on the other side of your fear. So if you did something scary every single day, how much stronger are you going to get from that? So obsessing about your dreams. So I'm sure everybody here has had the experience of jumping off a high dive at some point in their life, right? And when you first got up there, you're probably scared and thought, oh man, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to break my leg and I'm going to drown and nobody's going to like me, whatever went through your mind. But ultimately you did it anyway. You didn't hop off there and talk to your mom or dad and say, hey, I need to go to counseling. You did it. You took action, you did it anyway. And then you found out it was fun. You probably did it again. So again, remembering that your decision's coming from one of two places, either fear or purpose. So team activity time. List out 5 biggest fears that you have about pursuing your next level goal, like what it is you want for yourself. And then fill in one or both of the following with your common theme and saying, I'm afraid of blank. I scare myself by imagining blank, right? Because we all have these stories. So I'm afraid of, fill in the blank. I scare myself by imagining, fill in the blank. So just some examples while you guys are writing that down. So I'm afraid of eating healthy because I don't have time to cook and balance family, and my wife and kids will leave me because I won't be there for them. Or I'm afraid to put myself first because it's selfish and I should be putting the needs of everyone else first. My kids and spouse will stop loving me because I'm a selfish person. Or I'm afraid of hitting a plateau with my weight loss because it means I'm going to be gaining all the weight back. So any of these can be used as an example. And then reframing. So in place of I'm afraid of, put I'm excited when I think of. So how can we take the challenge and reframe it? So an example of that, I'm excited about eating healthy because I'll learn better time management and I'll extend my life and be there for my wife, kids, and eventually grandkids. I'm excited about putting myself first because I'll be more present with my family, increase my capacity to deal with life's inevitable challenges, and lead by example. And I'm excited when I hit a plateau with my weight loss because it means I'm going to learn how to overcome the plateau. I'm on the verge of a breakthrough. So now your turn. Take your fear and replace it. So I'm afraid of blank because blank with I'm excited about blank because blank. So who wants to be the first volunteer here?
Have them do their fear first.
Let's go with the fear first. Who's got a good I'm afraid of one? Samaya, how about you? I'm afraid of blank because blank.
I guess afraid of focusing on carving out time to, I don't know, like plan meals and cook for like a long time, because that usually happens when time is free, and when time is free, I like to do that with spending time with family or other people that I don't get to when I'm at like work and all the other things.
All right, and how can we switch that up with I'm excited about blank because blank?
I guess I'm excited to learn how to effectively plan those things, which will open up more time when I have free time and take the guesswork out of what I'm eating.
There we go. So we're all learning through this, a process of systematizing how we do our food. So creating, because right now we have a system and process that we're doing with food. Just right now, it's not the one that we want. It's not the one that's serving us or getting us to the result that we want. So creating new systems and habits about how we do our food and nutrition, and doing it in a way that we like and enjoy, that does serve us, that does serve our family, and that helps us reach the goals that we have for ourselves. That's awesome. Who else has one? I'm afraid of blank because blank. Matt, what you got, man?
I'm afraid of failure because I've invested so much time and money in making myself better.
Okay. Replace that. I'm excited.
I'm excited about not failing because I have put so much time and effort into making a better me.
What does failure mean?
That's a good question. I guess not reaching my long-term goals. I don't know, because goals change daily, and your short-term and your long-term. I have an outreach of, I always have a 5-year plan, and then Well, next thing you know, a year's gone by and I still have the same 5-year plan, and I need to readjust to figure where have I come from there, if I've made any gains, what I've, gained or lost, where I'm at, and readjust.
So how do you know when you succeed?
Really just little milestones that I don't even notice most of the time. Just little things that happen that after time other people be like, oh, okay. And I'll be like, oh yeah, I was supposed to be doing that. Or, oh yeah, I am doing that now. So I don't know, just little milestones that somehow take over that I don't even realize I'm doing them without thinking about them anymore.
So how can we replace a fear with some excitement and some recognition for ourselves?
How can we replace it? I don't know. Actually take notice when you actually, like, if you, after you've written your goal down, going back, looking at it and saying, all right, I've actually completed this goal. This is what I wanted to do by this time. And, acknowledging that you did it.
That's right. The only time you fail, the only time when you fail?
When? Me? I have no clue the only time I fail. I mean, I know I fail often, but I think from the failures I learn how not to fail again. So it's more of I don't ever look at a failure the way most people would. I look at it as a actual learning process so that I know how to adjust and be better for the next time.
The only time you fail is if you quit.
True.
Failure is just feedback.
How about I'm excited about failing forward because I'm going to learn and grow?
So could be I'm excited about failing forward because I'm going to learn and grow. All right. Hi, how about you? What do you got? Go ahead and unmute yourself.
For me, I am afraid of achieving my goal, and then because I might fall back and get to even a worse spot than where I started.
Okay. How do we change that? I'm excited about.
I'm excited about sticking to my goal after I achieve it, and trying to push my limit after that, and just learn habits, how to maintain it for a lifelong.
No try.
Yeah.
No try. Do. Love it. All right. Dusty, how about you?
Oh gosh. Actually, mine doesn't. My biggest fear, I guess, is I'm afraid of public speaking because I don't feel like I'm getting my point across. And I'm excited about speaking because I have a lot to share, and I can find ways to present better.
Love it. That's good. Public speaking is a fear for a lot of people. It's one of the most common ones. All right, Jessica, how about you?
I think my fear is because I'm kind of overhauling my whole life all at once. I got the new job, the better paying job. I'm rehauling my fitness and, that sort of thing. But now I'm in a custody battle, and I'm, very sensitive on diet and stuff. So my fear is that by trying to progress that, I could, lose time with my kids, or that I might not do the diet right and actually screw myself up more, or, kind of boomerang from it. So yeah, I think those are my fears, are that not only that I'll fail, but that I will be worse off than I was when I started.
So how can we change that into I'm excited about blank because blank?
So because it is so big, I've just been trying to split it down into smaller weekly goals. That takes a lot of the stress off. and look forward to just visualizing Christmas in my new city, close to my family, fit, and I'm excited about that being a possibility.
Love it. Awesome. All right, so we are going to go ahead and let's see. We got a couple announcements. Go back real quick. So we're updating our processing system. So Trammy will be reaching out to you guys. She hasn't already, to update your CVV number. And that is it. So other than that, let's cap it off with some affirmations, start our weekend out right, and then we'll open it up for some Q&A. So here we go. Everybody ready? So go ahead and unmute yourself. I need like the most energy ever on this. All right, so I'm lovable, I'm valuable, I am enough.
I'm lovable, I'm valuable, I am enough.
I have all the tools and drive needed to achieve my goals.
I have all the tools, drive, and needed to achieve my goals.
I'm sharp, I'm enthusiastic, I'm an expert.
I'm sharp, I'm enthusiastic, I'm an expert.
Switch it up on you guys. I'm a winner, I look like a winner, I succeed like a winner.
I'm a winner, I look like a winner, I succeed like a winner.
I'm the best in my country, I'm the best in my industry, I'm the best in the world.
I'm the best in my country, I'm the best in my industry, I'm the best in the world.
I am the best.
I am the best.
I'm the best.
I'm the best.
I'm the best.
I'm the
I'm
best.
the best.
Everybody get a flex up. See everybody get a double bicep flex.
I'm
Get
having
used to
trouble
my
connecting to the internet.
awesome.
Take a look
All
at
right.
the help section.
I'm gonna go ahead and open it up to Q&A. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Anybody? Anything? All right, cool. Well then guys, crush your weekend. Let's have an amazing weekend. Let's strategize for success. Plan out your days, map it out. Again, we're systematizing the way we eat, the way we do things, so we can succeed. Reach out if you need anything. Reach out if you need anything. We are here for you to get you unstuck if you're stuck and help you achieve your goals. All right, guys, have an amazing weekend. We'll talk to you soon.